The Viking civilization, also known as the Norse, emerged from the cold northern lands of Scandinavia, modern-day Norway, Sweden, and Denmark, around the late 8th century. Known for their daring voyages, intricate craftsmanship, and warrior culture, the Vikings profoundly shaped the history of Europe between 793 and 1066 CE, a period now called the Viking Age. The story of the Vikings begins with the dramatic raid on the monastery of Lindisfarne in 793 CE. This attack on a peaceful Christian site off the coast of England shocked Europe and signaled the start of a new era. From that point on, Viking longships, sleek, fast, and capable of navigating both open seas and shallow rivers, carried these Norsemen far beyond their homeland. They raided, traded, and settled across vast regions, reaching as far as Iceland, Greenland, North America, North Africa, and the Middle East. While often remembered as fierce raiders, the Vikings were also skilled traders and explorers. From the Baltic Sea to the Byzantine Empire, they exchanged furs, amber, and iron for silver, spices, and silk. The city of Birka in Sweden and Hedeby in Denmark became important trading centers. Some Vikings, known as Varangians, traveled down the rivers of Eastern Europe, founding trade routes that linked Scandinavia to Constantinople. Others, like Leif Erikson, ventured westward, reaching the shores of Vinland, modern-day Newfoundland, Canada, nearly 5 centuries before Columbus. At home, Viking society was organized around clans and chieftains. They lived in wooden longhouses, farmed the land, and followed a pagan religion that honored gods like Odin, Thor, and Freya. Their beliefs celebrated strength, bravery, and fate, with the promise of Valhalla, a warrior's paradise, awaiting those who died heroically in battle. Viking art and craftsmanship reflected this worldview, with intricate carvings, jewelry, and runestones telling tales of gods, heroes, and exploration. Over time, as the Vikings settled in foreign lands, especially in England, Ireland, France, and Russia, they gradually adopted Christianity and merged with local cultures. In France, they became known as the Normans, descendants of Viking leader Rollo, who was granted land in 911 CE by the French king. His descendants, most notably William the Conqueror, would later change European history by conquering England in 1066, marking the symbolic end of the Viking Age. Though their time as raiders and explorers eventually faded, the legacy of the Vikings endures. They were not only warriors, but also shipbuilders, poets, and lawmakers who left a lasting mark on language, culture, and exploration. Modern DNA studies and archaeological discoveries continue to reveal the global reach of these northern adventurers. The Vikings were a people driven by curiosity, courage, and resilience, qualities that carried them from the icy fjords of Scandinavia to the farthest edges of the known world.